What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and we got a brand new legendary hero in Gemstone Legends. It is NITHHIRI of the Forest Keepers, and I think she's going to be a really underrated finisher in control setups. So of course, I'm going to do a full breakdown and analysis, and then I'm going to do some summons. But first, download Gemstone Legends, a mobile RPG puzzle match game. Use the link in the description to start with free stuff, including a bonus hero. Alright, so I'm taking a look at NITHHIRI in the lexicon, and that is because I always like to answer the question, if I throw all my resources into this hero, is it going to be worth it? And hi, Basil the cat. How are you today? Basil has come to join in and share thoughts on how NITHHIRI is going to be. Currently off camera, but here he comes. Alright, what do you think, Basil? What do you think about NITHHIRI? Well, here's what I think. I'm looking at the base stats, and the first thing that stands out to me here is the attack being on the higher side, and also speed, which I think is actually probably the most important stat here, because although it doesn't vary too much from the average of about 200, being on the higher side gives this hero a head start on gaining mana for the rest of the team, and of course for herself, and just getting ahead of your opponents. So just based on the speed stat, I would highly consider capitalizing on that and just trying to increase that as much as possible with the equipment, because regardless of what the special is, you really want heroes who are going to be further up in the chain of who goes first. All right, other than that, mana gains at 18. You know, I could see you wanting to put 2 sets of the caster equipment on to get it up to 20, because of course then it only takes 5 tiles to set her off rather than 6, and that's important. I always think that going off faster, whether it's increased speed or increased mana, is really the key to winning this game, and then building the rest of the stats that you use with equipment around that. Okay. She is an attack leader, increase the attack of all allies in guild-related battles by 38%, which is a massive amount if you're trying to put together synergies in guild wars, where traditionally you can't put a speed leader on every team. Some people have that ability, but there's one that might be good if you can build an attack-based team. 100% chance to inflict Assassin's Mark on all enemies for 1 turn. Deals chain damage based on 220% of attacks. That's where the increased attack is really incentivized. And 100% chance to inflict Snare using chain mechanic for 2 turns. Now, Snare deals damage based on 30% of the target's missing HP after the counter runs out. And what's super fascinating about this is that, and we're going to see this whenever we get to the passive, this hero is really taking advantage of weaker heroes, or heroes who have lost HP, and really just trying to finish off heroes that are already taking damage, which actually, that's why I said in the opener, I think she's going to be underrated, because there's nothing better in this game besides speed than just taking out an opposing hero, right? Because if you take them out, they're no longer in the chain that's able to create mana. Now you got like 5 on 4, or, you know, you just put the numbers in your advantage, and from there, it's really easy to win. All right, let's take a look at the passive here. 100% chance to inflict Assassin's Mark on an enemy with the lowest HP from all enemies for 4 turns at the start of her turn. So that's, again, where I'm saying, like, she's really picking on the one that's, like, closest to dying. And what's really cool about this too is, especially if you got one of those pesky taunt heroes on the other side, you really just need to kill them. She's like picking on them. And I think that that is really good, because once you get rid of them, you really are just on your way to winning the match. But not just the taunt heroes. I mean, think about like what this is doing to an opposing like control team that just has one big hitter. You could potentially just take out the big hitter, and then they can't really do much. They might stay alive for a while, but she's just going through and slowly like eating away at each of the heroes after that. And then, okay, the rest of it reads, deals damage based on 180% attack to an enemy with the highest mana at the end of her turn. Accuracy increased by 4% for each 400 attack, and mana gain increased by 1, of course, if you level the skill the whole way up. So that's what you have to look forward to if you're going to throw all the resources into this. All right, so where would I put her? I would actually probably put her in a control type of team. Um, and by the way, she, I've talked about the different like matchups where I think she would be good. I think she's even good against nuke teams. Like just go in there. Usually the nuke team will have one support hero that's enabling the rest of the shenanigans to happen. So take out the support hero first and then, work from there. The rest of the heroes usually are easier to beat if it's a nuke team, because they have like lower HP because they're focused on attack or something like that. The defense ones might be hard, but that assassin's mark is getting through the defense. Anyway, okay. So when you're using her on a team, I think she goes well where you have 4 other heroes, or if you're in Guild Wars, 3 other heroes that are really focused on increasing speed, keeping the whole team alive, and keeping damage off of her. And what she will do is she will focus on just really defeating one opponent at a time. So you've probably faced teams like this before too, where it's just you can't seem to punch through, and you've got one hero over there that you really just want to take care of and like kill, but you can't. And so that's where I think she slots in, just being the finisher on a team like that. So I am excited about her. I'm not gonna use all of my summons because there's so many great heroes coming out now, but I am going to try and use maybe like half of them. Let's see, I've got 70 gold scrolls and 3 platinum. So yeah, it's 69 technically, but it's about 70. So I'm going to go like 35 gold scrolls. Should be good. And then, yeah, we'll do a platinum scroll. I might even, let's see. I've got actually 71 gold scrolls and I've got 4 platinum scrolls. So yeah, let's do like 35 gold scrolls and like 2 platinums and see what we get here. Okay, onward. Also, make sure to let me know in the comments what you think of NITHHIRI. Do you also think she's underrated, or do you think I am overrating her? And how are you going to build her? I think it's always interesting, especially with all the different types of equipment, what people come up with for that. I'm just skipping through all the 3 stars. I might stop for epic heroes if I've not covered them before, but I've covered most of them before, so it just depends. All right, this is one I've covered before, Lucy. We'll keep going. A lot of rare heroes today. I've gotten really lucky in my last few summons videos, so I'm expecting a reversion to the mean here, which basically just means I'm not necessarily expecting anything too special. I have a lot of great legendary heroes to work on, so I'm really hoping I get her. But I would just have to add her to the line of heroes I'm working on. Which, by the way, I was able to like just max out my lion hero super fast. Make sure to go watch those videos. I did some playtesting already. I should do more playtesting. That was a very limited view, and I think he's an extremely flexible type of hero with a number of different strategies, and I used just one strategy. I've actually already changed my strategy with him since I made that video. And maybe I can talk about that in another video some other time. All right, who do we got now? Looks like another epic. All right. And this one is Hebe. I don't know if I've covered Hebe. I think I have. This is one of those, like, twin heroes, right? Deals damage to a single enemy, 172% attack, 100% chance to inflict vulnerability on a single enemy for 3 turns, and gains Soul Link for 5 turns at the start of each wave, and has a 75% chance to use a special ability twice if there's a living mercenary sister on his team. Yeah, so it's one of those twins with the brother and the sister. Attack increased by 50% if there's a dead mercenary sister on the team. Okay. All right, and let's do one more gold scroll. Good. Okay. Well, we've got one of these. We'll do one of these. Okay. Nothing special out of the gold scrolls, unfortunately. Let's go with, yeah, one of the platinums here. Nope. Whiff. Arma. I've covered Arma before. Okay, let's go back. One more. Drum roll, please. And what are we going to get? What are we going to get? On the last one? On the last one? Ugh. No. It's Lilith. Okay. All right. Well, I've covered her before. So I whiffed on the summons this time, but it's no surprise because I've gotten lucky on the previous ones. Good luck to you if you are going after NITHHIRI, because I think she is really great. I'm curious to see how folks are going to use her. Again, let me know in the comments if you enjoy videos like this. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you know when I drop new videos or go live, and I will catch you in the next one.